What's up, everybody? We're back with another video, and today's story could shake up the entire WNBA. Word is spreading that Caitlin Clark might actually make a surprise return for the playoffs.
Yeah, you heard that right.
For this one, we're taking things straight to Indianapolis. Let's lock in now. Rewind about 2 weeks ago. The Indiana Fever made it official. Caitlin Clark was done for the 2025 regular season. That was supposed to be the end of it, case closed. But the regular season has wrapped, and suddenly the Fever are sitting in the semifinals with a real shot at a championship. And here's the kicker. A little loophole in the WNBA's rulebook has people whispering that the Beast herself could step back on the court. If you're a Fever fan or part of Caitlin Clark Nation, you know this is the update everyone has been waiting on. Because let's be honest, if Clark suits up, Indiana instantly becomes the favorite to win it all. That's how big of a game changer she is. She only managed 13 games this season, but even with her out, this Fever squad battled through injuries, setbacks, and drama to still make it to the semifinals. That alone is impressive. Add Caitlin back into the mix? Man, that's like dropping the final piece into a championship puzzle that, of course, plenty of people are saying there's no chance she returns. And on paper, it does look far-fetched. But here's where things get interesting. Clark's reported injury was a groin issue. Normally, recovery takes 2 to 3 weeks, even for a bad one. But it's been 10 weeks now, and she's still sidelined. So the question becomes, was it really just the injury? Or is something else going on? Some fans believe the Fever front office, or maybe even the WNBA itself, is keeping her out to protect the league's biggest star on one hand. That makes sense. Caitlin is the face of the WNBA, and the league doesn't want to risk her long-term future. But on the other hand, if you know Clark, you know she's wired to compete. She wants to be out there fighting with her team, especially in the playoffs. So, is this truly Caitlin's call? Or is management pulling strings behind the scenes? Nobody's expecting her to come back and instantly drop 40 points. But watching her sit on the sidelines while her teammates grind, it raises eyebrows. It makes people wonder if she's being overprotected, or if maybe she doesn't want to risk re-injury. Either way, this moment feels like a crossroads for her career and her legacy. History remembers these situations. Even Michael Jordan once got held back by management when he wanted to return early, and it only fueled him to come back stronger. Now Clark faces her own defining decision: stay safe on the bench and take criticism, or find a way back and cement herself as the warrior chasing a ring. Now here's where it gets even more fascinating. Shout out to Caitlin for 3 on Twitter, who pointed out something important. Under the WNBA's current CBA, playoff rosters are locked once the regular season ends. Teams can't sign free agents or bring in replacements after that point. The only exception? Players already under contract but inactive due to injury, suspension, or maternity leave can be reactivated. Which means technically, Clark could be eligible to return. I think the league would actually greenlight that. Honestly, no. It feels like she's already been shut down for the year. But here's the twist. If Indiana goes all the way and wins the title, Caitlin Clark will still be considered a WNBA champion, even if she never touches the floor again this postseason. And you already know the critics will pounce, saying her first ring doesn't count. Same tired narrative they used on LeBron. But at the end of the day, the record books don't argue. They just say champion. Speaking of updates, Scott Agnes just dropped an article breaking it down further. He reminded us that Clark's been sidelined since mid-July with a groin injury, later complicated by a bone bruise in her ankle. On September 4th, just before the playoffs, the Fever announced she was officially done for 2025. Caitlin even confirmed to herself on social media, writing that she had worked tirelessly to come back, but simply couldn't. GM Amber Cox added that the team is focused on having her fully healthy for 2026. So bottom line, despite the rumors, the official stance is that Caitlin Clark is not returning this postseason. Still, she's been an active presence on the sidelines, hyping up her teammates, rocking black Air Force Ones, and bringing energy every game. And in today's practice clip, she looked sharp, moving well, handling the ball, looking confident. That's the kind of footage that keeps the whispers alive. And promises, But if there's even a sliver of a chance Clark finds her way back onto the floor during this run, Fever fans would lose their minds. Because with Caitlin Clark in uniform, everything changes. What's up, everybody? We're back with another video, and today's story could shake up the entire WNBA. Word is spreading that Caitlin Clark might actually make a surprise return for the playoffs.
Yeah, you heard that right.
For this one, we're taking things straight to Indianapolis. Let's lock in now. Rewind about 2 weeks ago. The Indiana Fever made it official. Caitlin Clark was done for the 2025 regular season. That was supposed to be the end of it, case closed. But the regular season has wrapped, and suddenly the Fever are sitting in the semifinals with a real shot at a championship. And here's the kicker. A little loophole in the WNBA's rulebook has people whispering that the Beast herself could step back on the court. If you're a Fever fan or part of Caitlin Clark Nation, you know this is